Success is not a matter of luck, circumstance, or background. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Yet most people will never taste it. Why is that, Earl? Why, with all the opportunity in today's world, do most people never truly succeed? Well, the answer is simple, but it's not easy. Most people never succeed because they fail to define what success means to them. They drift like a ship without a rudder, tossed by the waves of chance, waiting for something to happen instead of charting their course and making it happen. The average person wakes up, goes to work, comes home, eats, watches television, and goes to bed, only to repeat this cycle the next day. They aren't living, they're merely existing. Now understand this. There is nothing wrong with routine, but there is something tragically wrong with living your life without purpose. The tragedy isn't that people aim too high and miss, it's that they aim too low and hit. Most people will never succeed because they conform. They follow the crowd, believing that if everyone else is doing it, it must be right. But nothing could be further from the truth. The opposite of courage in our society isn't cowardice, it's conformity. We are taught to blend in, to play it safe, to avoid standing out, and in doing so, we suppress the very traits that make us unique. The world doesn't reward conformity. It rewards originality. It rewards courage. It rewards persistence. Let me tell you a secret. Success isn't reserved for the talented, the well-connected, or the privileged. It's reserved for those willing to pay the price, and the price is high. It demands discipline, focus, and the willingness to fail forward. Most people will never succeed because they fear failure. They see failure as a stop sign instead of a stepping stone. But failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every great person you admire has failed, often many times, before achieving anything worthwhile. Most people will never succeed because they refuse to take responsibility for their lives. They blame their past, their parents, their environment, the government, anyone but themselves. But here's the truth. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you take control of your destiny. You are where you are today because of the decisions you made yesterday. And where you'll be tomorrow will be determined by the decisions you make today. Now let me ask you, have you decided what you want from life? Have you written it down? Are you working toward it every single day? If not, then it's no surprise you feel lost or unfulfilled. Most people spend more time planning a vacation than planning their lives. They wait for life to deliver something good instead of planting the seeds of greatness themselves. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a man with a magnificent garden, rows of vegetables, fruit trees heavy with abundance, flowers blooming with life. That garden didn't grow by accident. It grew because the man planned, planted, watered, pulled the weeds, and never gave up. Now imagine another man. His land is barren, full of weeds and dry soil. He complains about his bad luck, the weather, his neighbors. But he never once picked up a shovel. He never planted a single seed. Success is a garden. It requires effort, it requires vision, and above all, it requires patience. Most people will never succeed because they want instant results. We live in a world of instant gratification, instant coffee, instant messaging, instant fame. But there's no such thing as instant success. Real success takes time. It takes years of quiet, consistent effort. And most people aren't willing to wait. They give up just before the miracle. Let me tell you what success really is. It's doing what you love. It's becoming what you're capable of becoming. It's realizing your potential and using it to make a difference. But that requires you to break free from the crowd, to think independently, to set goals, to write them down, to work toward them every day, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. You don't need to be better than anyone else. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. And so, I leave you with this. You were born to succeed, but success won't come to you by accident. It must be earned. The majority will always look for shortcuts, excuses, and someone to blame. Don't be among them. Be among the few, the courageous few, who take the road less traveled, the few who define success for themselves, the few who act on their dreams instead of wishing for them. Most people will never succeed, but you don't have to be most people. Stand up, decide, and begin.